nationally, we're looking at a 3.9% growth, so it's quite significant. Queensland's certainly leading the charge. And what we're finding is that the states that have been under closer sort of quarantine or lockdown, as in the borders, of course, the local retail markets have done particularly well.
And still plenty of restrictions that we're hearing, and no doubt some more announcements today, the border closures throughout the pandemic so far. What have businesses in terms of them doing well? Which businesses have we seen do well and which ones have struggled?
Well, the industry's done fairly well given the year that we've had, but there are winners and losers. So the winners have been food, people buying from supermarkets, liquor stores, pharmacies. So the essentials have done particularly well. And anything to do with the home. So all household goods, whether that's indoors, outdoors, gardens, cubby houses to do with children, spas, pools, you name it, household goods have done particularly well. But on the other side, of course, discretionary has done, unfortunately, very poorly. So clothing, footwear, accessories, and also cafes have done it particularly tough because they've either been in lockdown or they've actually had to deal with restrictions.
And Paul, Boxing Day sales are generally popular. What can we expect this year?
Well, expect it to be big. So what we'll see is a continued fueling of the categories that have done well. So household goods particularly will be doing well. Technology will be a star performer. But on the other side, of course, in discretionary retail, because of its poor performance, expect to see very big discounts. So shoppers will be on the lookout for a bargain come Boxing Day.
And we have seen an increase in online shopping. What are we going to see, do you think, post-pandemic with the trends for online shopping and shopping in stores?
Well, what we've seen is an acceleration of trends across the board, and retail has been particularly affected, obviously, but because of COVID. So there's been a significant shift towards online shopping, and this moved to more convenience and contactless shopping, so where people can make the transaction at home in the form of click and collect and have less contact with the store, so they can pick up the goods when they arrive. So online, expect that behaviour to be embedded and that growth to continue. It's about 10% and growing. We expect it to hit 20 in the short term because people have actually changed their shopping behaviour.
And Australians are spending more money in their own country. Of course, we can't leave the country compared to what we would be doing overseas and spending on big holidays. What trends have you noticed?
Well, the interesting thing is a really good data point is that Australians actually spend more money overseas than international visitors spend here. So it's a win for Australia. People are shopping locally. There's just been this forced savings, of course, and because of what we're calling lockdown blues, people are out shopping, whether it being online or in store, and spending their money.
And do you think, Paul, that people are interested in experiences more or material things?
Well, this is a really interesting trend. So what we saw over certainly the last 5 to 10 years has been the significant move towards experience. But of course, COVID has changed that. So people are now retracting and moving more to merchandise and material goods because of course, there's no guarantee with an experience given the COVID restrictions, but equally from a COVID safety point of view, people are doing whatever they can do to keep safe, and that's staying at home in essence.
Thank you very much for joining us. Very interesting statistics there, and I wish you all the best. Paul Zahra, CEO of Australia Retail Association. Take care.